Kia ora, good morning everyone. Richard Wong here from New Zealand again. So a couple of days ago, I uploaded a video that just trying to show you the autofocus performance in the video mode, continual autofocus performance of the Panasonic S1, and did a bit of comparison with the Nikon Z6. So today I am bringing you another comparison autofocus video, but last time I did the video continuous autofocus, so this time I do the stills, the photo single focus, and just to compare the performance of the when you're taking photo using these two camera, and how well they perform when you compare them to each other. Right now, this intro video I'm shooting using the Panasonic S1R, which is actually the lesser video camera of the two. The S1 is actually the better video camera, but unfortunately I already returned the S1 to Panasonic, so I only have the S1R. And also I just want to emphasize again, I'm using a pre-production camera, the pre-production S1R, and running a pre-production firmware. So what you see in this video is probably not going to be the final performance of the camera. So I'm expecting the final retail version would have better autofocus performance than what you see in this video, and also the video I uploaded a couple of days ago. And I'm planning to do another round of autofocus tests once I got the final 1.0 release firmware. But anyway, I think I already talked way too much and wasting a lot of your time. So let's get started the autofocus test. Okay, I have both cameras set to exactly the same camera setting, both camera in manual mode. So I start the test with the aperture set to f1.4, 1/52 shutter speed, ISO at 100, and also both cameras set in the single autofocus mode using single point autofocus. Also the shutter set to focus priority, so the camera should not take any photo until it managed to lock onto the target. Okay, let's start with the Panasonic S1R and see how does the autofocus perform. Whoa, really fast actually. Check the photos. Yep, it is in focus. Okay, let's move on to the Nikon and see how does the Nikon performs. Okay, we have the Nikon Z6 here, the same camera setting, 150 shutter speed, f1.4 ISO 100, and let's see how does it perform. Oh. Not too sure what just happened. Okay, but if you ignore that really strange one, overall it's pretty smooth. But oh, that happened again. What's happening? Something weird happening with the Z6. But yeah, the speed is also I think noticeably slower than the Panasonic. Okay, let's come back to the Panasonic S1R and let me lower the brightness of the light to around 30%, and I need to bump up the ISO because, as you can see, it's quite dark now. Yep, ISO 2000 seems quite good. Okay, let's see how does the Panasonic performs. Still very fast and very smooth as well. Check the focus. Yep, seems good. All right, Let's go to the Nikon. Okay, come back to the Nikon, bump up the ISO to ISO 2000 and remain the same f1.4 and 1/52 shutter speed, and see how the Nikon Z6 performs now. It has that weird back and forth thing happening occasionally. It's like it doesn't know whether it wants to go back and forth. Oh, okay. It definitely hunts quite a bit more than the first run, and definitely a lot more than the Panasonic, which was still very smooth under the same lighting condition. Okay, let's come back to the Panasonic S1R once again, and let me drop the brightness of light to the lowest possible setting, which is 1%, and see how does the Panasonic performs. Okay, I need to bump up the ISO again because it's too dark. So, alright, actually that's pretty good. ISO 25,600, and see how does the Panasonic performs. Oh, it's actually still pretty fast. It works very well actually. I think it's a little bit slower than the last run, but now it's a lot darker than the last run as well. And there's almost no hunting as well. Just snap on to the target very quickly. That's pretty impressive. And let me check the autofocus. Alright, definitely very accurate. Okay, let's do one more round of testing, and let me increase the ISO back to 25,600, which is the same as what I did to the Panasonic, and let's do some testing. Oh, definitely a lot slower than last run. And I can hear and see the autofocus system is working a lot harder. It's going back and forth quite a bit. Didn't happen, well, at least not as obvious in the last round of testing, and also I really didn't notice so much hunting with the Panasonic as well. But overall, apart from a bit slow and a little bit of hunting, it's still quite usable. Hunting. Oops, failed. Okay, Nikon has something called low light autofocus. Let me turn on that feature and see if it makes any difference to the autofocus performance. it definitely makes the autofocus a lot slower. I'm sure I have better result when I have that low light autofocus set to off. Let me set it back to off and try it again. Yeah, I think set it back to off give me better performance with the Nikon. But regardless, the autofocus speed is quite slow and quite a bit of hunting. So what do you think about the autofocus performance of the Panasonic S1R, and also how does it compare to the Nikon Z6? Feel free to leave a comment below and share with me what you think about the result. And remember, again, this is using a pre-production S1R running pre-production firmware. So the final performance when it hit the shelf will probably be quite a bit better. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because there will be more video like this in the future, and I will see you next time.